Welcome back to Moorland Model Railway. A small update on the scenic work that's taken place around a Littlemoor station. So the work that's been carried out, I've put the fencing around the platform walls. Obviously the building's missing because I haven't been doing the work on here, and that goes all the way along. I've also surfaced the platform so that the two platforms are exactly the same. I've made a couple of station signs. Neither are in place yet, obviously. They've got to be fitted later. And there are two more for the opposite platform. I've stoned this side of the platform, this side of the buildings, and that's a car park that's going to be made for walkers. The main part of the work, though, is that I've plastered and then smoothed down the access road from the village down to the station. For that I've used this Polyself finishing skim. I'm sure other products are out there just the same. And then I've painted up with Woodland Scenics top coat road system asphalt ST1453. This I watered down to the colour that I wanted, and then used thicker bits to make it look like the roads have been patched up. The area just there is going to be the car park for the station. I've also covered the hillside alongside the station with static grass, various static grasses that I got from Green Scene and the Model Tree Shop, and then put bushes on and some flowers just to give it a little bit of colour, because this is sort of a summer scene. And I've also done the ballasting through the station. This is still very wet. It'll take a couple of days to dry off. Whilst I've been doing this work, obviously I've lifted all the sections that I need to lift to gain access. I try and build my set on modular boards just for that thing, to get access. So access to wiring, so they're all the wires for the lighting in the buildings, and then access for the tracks that run underneath all of these boards. All these boards lift. There is an access, there's a track underneath the hillside at the back, just a storage track, single line storage track that runs the full length of these boards, which is 13 feet long. So there's part of the farm that's just been moved off while I gain access. The main farm also comes off. The whole of that board just lifts off so that I can gain access to not only the line that runs directly underneath, but also to the lines underneath that board as well, which are the storage lines for the main track. So they're the 10 storage lines underneath the main boards. So all those boards have access holes so that I can get to point work, etc. The same with this woodland at the front. All that comes out in one big piece so that I can gain access to the tracks underneath. And the woodland at the back also comes out so that I can gain access to clean all the tracks that run under the tunnel. That woodland's made up mainly of trees made from seafoam, my own trees that I've made up, and a couple of bought trees just to enhance the woodland, but mainly seafoam trees. When the building's in front, which is missing because that's on the workbench at the moment, having some work done on it, you can't really tell. I'm quite happy with how those seafoam trees have come out. Mixed all together like that in a woodland, I think they've done a good job. Once again, I can gain access to the tracks, the main tracks, through the tunnels. The tunnels all come off, and all the hillsides also come off, and that rock face comes off. So I've got full access to all the tracks. Well, I've got the boards off. Here's one of the dry stone walls that I made. That runs behind the old barn. And basically that's just cardboard. There it is, focus. It's cardboard and then it's painted. But it is made exactly like a dry stone wall. Even with the angles. Once the scene's all dried out, it'll be well on the way to being finished. But what I tend to do is do the scene, live with it for a short while, and then make additions as I go along. It does take me quite a long time to build a scene, but I just keep thinking I could do with that, adding something else could be added, so that's how I do it. Tim from the Family Model Railway Station House asked me how long it took me to build my farm. It took me absolutely ages, but the same thing, I build it, I add to it, I leave it a bit, get more ideas and just keep adding to it. So it's changed over the period that I've had it. And the same with the forestry area. That is just building up as I go along. I keep adding bits to it. And I'll just keep adding bits to it. That's why the building's missing, because I'm doing a bit of work on that. Those buildings will also have some work done. They're only Metcalf kits, but I try and sort of weather them down, add bits to them, just to make them less plain. So that's about it really. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now. Bye.